Well, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. So I was going to try something different today and do like this really was a fan suggestion from one of the comments. I was going to do a lunch hour with the coach, and I was possibly going to do a live option sell of my Meta call options, but Meta stock is dropping right now. So looks like that's not going to happen. Just within the last hour or so, um, we've dropped. We were up to like 275, I think. I was very close to pulling the trigger, but we've dropped a couple bucks. So we'll start off going over that. Got a few comments here already. Boston Red Sox wanted to know, anyone buying more TSLY before the ex-dividend date? I want to. If I was to get out of these Meta call options, which that was my plan today, um, but I'm going to wait. I'm going to let it get back because I think we can at least get back to like 275 or so. But I would take some of that money. When is it May, or I'm sorry, is it June 6th? So you could technically buy in today and still get the dividend. Isn't that the case there, Boston Red Sox? So yeah, I was telling you before I joined. Yeah, the storms haven't started rolling in here yet, but they're about to. Summer storms. My profit on Meta, strike, and expiration. I'll show you all of that in a second, but I can tell you offhand the strike price was 275. Expiration was September 15th. And it's actually my biggest option win ever, I think, because between the Roth IRA and the brokerage, I have like 8 contracts. So I'm way up, actually. I was hoping for like a NVIDIA level of like maybe a $20,000 profit or something. So I don't want to get too greedy and risk the profit I have now, which is why I was thinking about selling today. But we'll go over that here. Let me get my phone. I'll be right back. Had to push this back a bit. I had some meetings and stuff, and I wanted to give some of you West Coast folks time to join because that's still morning over there. Okay, so what we'll do, pull up Meta here first. Let's see. So how did you all like the session with Jay? Gotten really good feedback, and that video, it's over 500 views at this point, so pretty good. Meta is up 129%, easy 300 by September, may hit that after July's earnings. Do I want to stay in though? Because the thing is, in the last 30 days or so, the theta decay is going to really start to kick in. So I have maybe till August 10th, August 15th or so. I think it's going to go up, but it basically getting close to the end here, it's going to cost you a few dollars every day to stay in. I mean, I could get greedy like that and stay in. It's honestly, not doing that has probably bit me more than it hasn't. So what did Mikey T say? I recommended people on Yahoo Tesla chat board watch your last video with Jay, helped your views. Awesome. Well, thank you for that. You're like a brand ambassador here. No, take the profit. I like to be compensated in gold and silver. Well, I can give you some TH bucks if you want to be compensated. Here's some virtual TH bucks. And I have some other money around here and stuff too. But here's some TH bucks for you if you want to be compensated for that. So there you go. Well, I appreciate that. Help spread the word, get the word out, grow the channel. But yeah, what I notice about a lot of these videos is that they get a few hundred views and then they just kind of like die out. So it's like, I posted a short yesterday, actually, or it might have been early this morning, of Biden falling. And I put the Tom Petty song Free Fallin', and it's like a 10-second clip, but it's got almost 2,000 views. But in the first couple hours, the views were like this, and then they just flatline basically. So that's what happens with YouTube. But anyway, all right, let me go back to the stock analysis site, and I'll use this to look at Meta. Now, still haven't quite figured out how to look at earnings from here. So I'm still probably going to use Yahoo for that. Oh, we might be, you know what? We might still be in business here. I don't know though. Do I want to sell today? What do you all think? I know you said take the profit, but if it's going to go to 300, let me see what it's actually costing me in the theta. If it's going to go to 300, I'll take profit and get into a new position. Like, so if I was to buy TSLY today, the ex dividend date is what, Monday? Or technically, you could buy what by Monday and still get the dividend. Is that true? If Meta uses the term AI in their earnings call in July, it will go parabolic. That's all they got to do is use a word. That's interesting. I guess that's what Nvidia did, right? So let me see. So we were up. We opened up. I think we came close to 275 right out of the gate this morning, and that can be the most volatile time to trade. But 275, yeah, we hit that at like 9:30 this morning. Let's see. Before the X date, not on the X date. So by June 5th, we could still get in and get the dividend because the X date is the 6th, right? Or maybe this. Well, we pulled up the chart with Jay. Michael Lorca says, "Thanks for letting us interact with Jay from YieldMax the other night." You're welcome. It went really well. Glad you all liked it. June 7th, X dividend. I think it's either the 6th or the 7th. We did pull up the list because they have the list of all of them on the YieldMax site. In fact, I can go back there again. Let's see. Distribution schedule. I'll try to just leave this open, actually. It is June 6th. Well, that's the declaration date. Ex dividend date is June 7th. So you can get in by the declaration date. Is that true for all of you? Just clarify that for me. Can you get in by the declaration date and still get the dividend? I'm honestly not sure now that we think about it. Okay, here's the distribution schedule for those keeping track at home. For the rest of, actually, yeah, for the rest of the year here, this is what we've got for YieldMax. So yeah, so by close of the 6th, we can get in and still get the dividend. That's good to know. Really good to know. All right, stop sharing. And then, well, yeah, not on the exit because that's the, like, we can't buy on June 7th. I know that. That's the day that they're actually paying it out. Well, we won't get it for like another couple of days or a week, but that's the date that it's actually going to be like dispersed from the fund. So, all right, now let's go to Yahoo. Meta. Let's see what we got. Yeah, I don't know. We're only up 86 cents. We were, see, within the last hour or so, we were up. We keep hitting like intraday. I would call it support and resistance intraday. It looks like support is at like 275. It looks like we're not going to shoot past 275 today. And then it looks like our bottom point is like 270. Actually, we bottomed at like 271 this morning. Well, I'm starting to follow this every day now that I'm anxious to sell this. But I don't think I'm going to sell today. I think Hoffman's right. They're going to go up to 300. And then let's look at the earnings quarters here. See, here's the thing. Do you see them beating this estimate here? It's going to be tough for them. So they've missed the last three. I'm sorry, they missed the 3 quarters before this most recent one. Quarter 1, 23, they beat. Quarter 2 is going to be tough. So that's why I was saying I may end up just selling this in July. But I'll show you all the actual position here. So you all can coach me on what you would do and tell me what you would do. That's why I call it lunch hour with the coach. I should call it the coaching hour. Okay, let's see what we got. That's the pay date and the date the fund drops. Buy in before X date, sell the day after. Buy in. That's what Rob Smith does too, I think. Is it? buy in before the X. Oh yeah, yeah. Oh, to get the dividend, just buy and sell. Yeah, that's true too. Yeah, just buy it and sell it, but you're going to take the loss if you do that. I think his strategy is similar, but he avoids taking the loss on the ex dividend date. I forget what he said now, but basically, yeah, you would. I mean, that's smart too. Like you buy in, get the dividend, but then you sell. But you're basically, if you sell, you're losing that price. You know what I mean? So I'm not sure. Oh, JG 1982, welcome. All right. So what I'm going to do, I'm following Meta live here. So what I'm thinking, and I want to see how this does in the afternoon here. Let's see what kind of participation we get if we can replicate May 4th, what we had May 4th. Trying to do these live streams at different times here. All right, so let me go to TD Ameritrade. And like I said, I have 8 contracts in Meta. And it's turned out to be a really good position. I think it's actually my biggest option win ever. So I definitely want to play it correctly. Dang, with the market up as much as it is, I'm only up like $800 today. That's still, I mean, if I made that every day, I'd be happy. But, you know, that's still the market. The Dow is up like 723 points. I'm seeing in a lot of the Facebook groups and like the Wall Street chat groups and stuff, they're saying it's like rigged or something. Well, the S&P is up 1.5%. The Russell is up 3%. And this is live right now. We're actually still trading. The NASDAQ's up 1.13%. Let me look at some of my other options here just to see if I can exit. I actually exited one last week. Oh, my UPRO is coming back because of the S&P. That's good. We might be having a summer rally here. One can only hope, but Danaher's really moved against me. That one, there's no point doing anything with that one. That one's almost worthless at this point. Darn it. All right, so let me look at, all right, let's see, Meta, September 15th. Let's see, September 15th. And the strike was, I believe I said 275. So we're almost where we were yesterday. I don't know. Do I want to sell this today or not? I can always do another live stream when I'm going to sell it again. You know, when I'm actually going to sell it. I mean, that's crazy. My stuff is just not up that much. I mean, we are recovering, but it's just not up that much. Let me see. 8 total. I was hoping to gross like an even 20 from it. Basically, at the current price, 8 contracts selling at 2420 limit order would be 19,360. All right, I'm in my account here. Let me see if I can safely share here. I want to just see combined positions here. Here we go. All right, here we go. I'll share the middle of the screen here with you all fine folks. I think I just don't want it to show. Let me see if I can zoom in here. Well, let's see how we're doing on comments here. Sell half. Oh, you're right. Yeah, play with the house's money, right? That's not a bad idea. Actually, that's really not a bad idea. Will they raise interest rates this month? I think yes. Probably. When is that coming? Oh, you know what? We're overdue for looking at Forex Factory. So much for sell in May and go away. Haven't heard that one yet. Sounds like a swing trade. I'm also pulling money out of TSLY to put into Clip because ex-dividend dates are so far apart. Pulling money out of because the ex-dividend. A lot of you really love Clip. I think I've been asked to cover Clip more than any fund, even these yield max funds. By the way, any of you that are like KJK Good and talk to these fund managers, feel free to work on, getting them on for me. I would greatly appreciate that. That's like the equivalent of a super chat. Let's see. What's your profit on Mats? What's Mats? Do you mean Meta? Clip is getting crushed. Yeah, I'm the thing I say with Clip, like I said, for every dollar dividend you make, you're losing a dollar on the share price, basically. So I don't know what that's exactly what I'm saying. I don't know what the appeal is, but obviously it's a trending one. So if I want to get views, I'm going to have to cover it at some point because I see a lot of these other dividend channels covering it too. I got to tell you though, I am proud of myself with you all's help because I'm only the second channel on here of all of these dividend channels on here. I think I'm only the second one that actually had Jay on, so that's a big deal. China, I think you've done that typo a couple of times. Beat market, but you mean bear market. Are they still on their zero COVID policy, or is that all over? All right, let me try to share the screen here. I just don't want to show too much here. I only want to show my gains. I don't want to make it seem like I ever lose because I'm a YouTuber and all. Just kidding a bit. Let's see what I want to do here. All right, so my cost basis in Meta was $5,595.28. Market value currently is $19,280 even. So that's a profit of $13,685, which is nice. It doesn't happen every day. I've had that happen with stocks before, like with Cisco stock, but it took like probably 5 years. But yeah, that one, needless to say, that one did well. How is Cisco doing, by the way? Some of the stocks I got out of, I haven't touched since I got out of them. 19,280. I don't see a sale coming today. Although I could, like Hoffman saying, I could sell half of it. Could do that. Or, you know what I could do? I could just sell the ones in the brokerage. I'm stubborn though. I had a limit order set yesterday and it just didn't fill. So we're at 273.72. Yeah, the maximum I see today is maybe like 275. Let me go back here and look at this. What's the theta? The theta on this one is, let's see. Delta is 55. Where's the theta? Bid ask. Where's the theta? I got to go back to it. I'm on my phone. Let's see. Theta is 0.1255. So does that mean this is costing me how much per day to hold this at this point? For any of you options experts on here, if the theta is -0, let me type it in the comments here. How much is this costing me to hold 8 contracts? I know I should know this, but it's just easier for you all to answer for me. What's that, 300% up? It's really high, I know that. So let me look again here to come up with an exact number, because for some reason my brokerage platform doesn't show me. It's more than 300%. It's well, yeah, no, you're right. I mean, it's tripled, so that's where you're getting the 300 from. 5,595, 20. Let's see. I think that's like 343%. Okay, so quiz time here. What I want you all to answer for me. This is our class quiz question of the day here. Okay, so if you hold 8 contracts of Meta, here I'm going to type it in. 8 contracts of Meta at expiring September 15, 23 at 275 strike. And the theta is minus 0.1255. What does that cost per day to hold? Ask ChatGPT. I need to start using ChatGPT because I know people that are like, getting gigs on Fiverr and they're just putting stuff into ChatGPT and they're netting like $500 from it. I need to start doing stuff like that. I think I don't know, money just needs to come easier. Yeah, I do need to have a plan going in with exit points. I just like them to get as high as they can. Like I said, when I started trading, I got hooked because of what I saw happen with the Danaher options and with some of the others, like what was that, Roblox, some of those other ones. I got hooked. I'm like, oh, just let it run. Earnings come out and just let it run, you know. But that theta can really bite you. So yeah, if anybody can answer that special prize, oh, look here, a super chat. All right, thank you so much. Clap for you. Clip isn't so scary. You know what? Since you super chatted me, I'll have to cover it now. You got me now. Clip isn't so scary. It's up and down a lot, so you can dollar cost average into it well, as long as the dividend beats the loss. But it really hasn't at this point. I move into cash after the divvy recovers a bit. Tell me, why do you like this one so much? You'll have to explain that to me. Because what I see, like I'm saying, from my limited analysis on it, um, I see that it's basically for every dollar that it pays in dividends, it drops a dollar. So you're saying it's doing less than that, but you'll have to explain to me. I just I think a better dividend can be had in other funds because I think what was this one, like 20%? Well, we'll look at it. Just since you super chatted me. By the way, anybody, if you want my attention on looking at a fund, all you got to do is super chat me. Just follow JG 1982's example there. I'll leave your comment up while I do this too. So if you want, because I'm getting so many comments on here, if you want to get my attention like that, just super chat, you know. Oh, we have an answer. That's only 12 cents off your contract price at the moment, I think. So is that 12 cents a day? So see, it gets to be a balancing act because the gain for the day has to keep offsetting like the cost for the day. So 12 cents doesn't sound like much, but it's like those of us that focus on cost more than profit. So 12 cents a day times 30 days, that's 360. Oh, that's not bad at all, actually. But it's going to ramp up in July, right? It's going to start ramping up the closer we get to expiration, right? Well, thank you for that, Hoffman. You passed the quiz for the day. All right, so I'm going to leave my super chat comment up here. So, all right, let's see now. I was going to, oh yeah, go back to, that's only time decay. Well, theta is time decay, right? All right, so I guess we'll go back to Yahoo Finance again. Let me check something here. I'll be right back. Let's see. I'll give you all something to watch while I step away just for 2 seconds. All right. Okay, so we want to look at clip. Since you got my attention now. There's something called Clipfolio. How about that? By the way, since it's technically the lunching hour, we should have our lunching work session here. I was almost finished before I started, but it's a little bit late on the East Coast. I can promise you all, though, when I have a fund manager on, I'll never eat my lunch in front of them. Right. Yeah. Well, time's rarely your friend anyway. Like, time's always like working against you, it seems like in life in general. It depends if you're having fun, you know. All right. What do we have here? Clip isn't a long term hold, as I stated. I only put big money into Clip before ex-divvy day. It's a bit unorthodox. So your investing strategy is a bit unorthodox, and so is mine. I guess I could call myself unorthodox investing. All right, back to your comment here. Okay, so let's look at what we have here. Which is funny, if you added a couple of zeros to this would almost be what my meta options are worth. Let me look here. I don't think we're going to have a sale today, but I can promise you I will go live when I sell, unless I'm away and I see that, shit, I got to sell right here. If I see that, then I won't go live. But otherwise, there's like a 90% chance that I'll live stream selling my meta options. But yeah, see, we're dropping for the day, so I just don't see it. I think I'm just going to be a little greedy. I could sell half of them today, Heck, I could even buy more TSLY, but I'm just gonna hold it. Why? I need to convince myself of a good reason why I'm doing it. That's just it's like my instinct. But yeah. Yeah, that's I am too. I just after what happened to me with Nvidia, selling 3 months too soon. By the way, how is Nvidia doing today? Selling 3 months too soon, really bit me. Nvidia is down. There's all these people on these Wall Street chat groups that want to um, they want to buy puts on Nvidia for some reason. They're already, waiting for it to crash again, I guess. All right. Oh, Mercado Libre is up. I'm surprised with the way the markets moved today that Meta is not up more. How's Microsoft? Microsoft was another one I wanted to buy. Every tech stock is like a really beautiful, like straight shot like this for the year. Leap options would have been great on each one. Oh, guess who was late today? Would you rather have cash on hand or no cash on hand? Um, that's like a riddle. Um, well, here's the thing cash in the long run, I feel like cash is garbage. Well, in the short run too, with inflation and whatnot. I prefer the least amount of cash as possible. I don't want to lose it, but I don't want it to sit like under a mattress and lose money either, like with 9% inflation. Okay, there was a couple things we were gonna do here. I'm kind of sidetracked. I was looking at I got onto Microsoft. I got onto a rant about how leap options would have been good. I know. I just needed to keep doing that. $7 a day, I'll be happy. And we have 7 live viewers, so that's a sign, right? Seven is a lucky number. Dang, wish I would have bought Microsoft leap options too. Oh, looks like we have a new fan here. Brian Smith, I hope you're subscribed to me. If you haven't, please feel free to do so. I get really confused at how people talk themselves out of a monster profit since the future does not exist at the moment. Well, there's a flip side to that coin, Brian. If you watched my video on NVIDIA, okay, um, I talked myself out of a massive profit on the flip side of that coin. So I sold too soon. I had an 85% gain. So yeah, at that point, the future where it went up $20,000 didn't exist. But guess what? Now that future is the past. And that exists in reality. And I talked myself out of it. So that's the flip side to that coin, if that makes sense. So right now, I'm coming at, and I know you're supposed to take the emotion out of investing. Probably from a purely logical standpoint, probably 90% of you would sell at the moment, right? But because of what happened with NVIDIA, I'm just going to give it, I was going to sell this week. Honestly, yesterday I had the limit order set ready to sell, but I'm just going to give it some more time. You know, that's the thing. Sell half, put it right into TSLY. Well, we'll see what it does. We've got another hour to go. Y'all want to go till the market closes today? What do you think? It's like 3:04 on the East Coast. I am thinking about that, what you're saying, Hoffman. I really am. Put it right into TSLY, take the dividend, then put it into a new Meta contract. Yeah, but at a much higher price. I am tempted. I really am. Um, exactly, Brian. So you agree with him? When are you ever 300% up? That's true. Who said that? I know the full quote actually. Bulls make money, bears make money, pigs get slaughtered. Was that the famous fund manager from who was that? Peter Lynch or someone? There was a famous person that said that. Or was it from that movie? Yeah, great advice. Um, well, let's just see what it does. But anyway, um, you said it, but no, there it's in a movie or something because I've heard it because my old boss used to say that all the time too. Back when I worked for financial advisors. All right, let's see. Back to my super chat here. All right, so we're looking at clip. We have to spend time on this because this person super chatted me. So let's look at since the beginning of the year. See, here's the thing, JG 1982. We're down over $5 since the beginning of the year on this. So whatever you've made in dividends, you've probably lost in the share price. You may look at it now like you're okay. You may be so 2467 minus 1913 is 554 divided by 1913. So we're down 29%. How much have we made in dividends? Let's look at that. This is what I'm seeing. I'm not looking at all the other, you guys, it's like you're like emotionally attached to this one. You're looking at it like, like that special person or something. Um, all right. So let me, come on, Yahoo. Let's do this here. Yeah, by the way, I'm on Yahoo again because I had to look at earnings because that stock analysis site didn't show me. All right, so dividends only. We're going to go here. And let's see. So we've made 471. So here's what I want you to take away here, JG1982. And this will be worth your super chat here. So basically, the amount of money you've super chatted me, we've lost per share on Clip. Okay. We've made 471 in dividends, which, if you look percentage wise, that's 25% off of 1913, right? So, but if you take this, y'all are going to like this. This is going to be cutting edge analysis here. All right. So, this is when you look too short term and you're not thinking at the full picture, right? So, that $4.71, right? Going back to the beginning of the year, and most of you probably know what I'm going to say, right? We just saw it at, what was it, 20? What do we say it lost? If we go back to the beginning of the year here, okay. At the very beginning of the year, we were at 25.30 at the highest point. Okay, so if you take this divided by 25.30, that's only 18.6%, right? So, and if you take, and I know I'm taking an intraday high, but it's 25.30 minus 19.12. It just dropped 1 cent. So the share price has lost more. It's lost $6.18 while it's only getting 471 in dividends. So it's a net loss of $1.47. So when I look at Clip, that's what I see. I know a lot of you love Clip, but that's what I'm seeing when I look at it. It's $1.47 net loss. Anybody disagree? Anything I'm missing? I know it's a Chinese fund and all. I know those are really appealing, but yeah, that's what I'm seeing when I look at it. All right, let me stop this here. I'm in and out of Yahoo as soon as possible when I get on. Okay, let's see. We read that one. Yeah, it might have been from the movie Wall Street. In fact, I got to look now. Total returns. What's more of your background? Well, obviously, financial background. I've been in IT. I've worked for financial advisors. I have an undergrad and a master's degree in the subject. I've been an investor. I probably have 7 to 10 years of investing experience. So yeah, that's my background. I've been in finance for my professional working life so far. And now I'm a financial influencer. Maybe I can be like a Dave Ramsey one day. Do total returns on Clip Portfolio Tracker. Do you have a site you recommend for that? I wonder how much TSLY will pay this month. It's definitely going to be more because we heard it from the fund manager himself. China is great, getting crushed. I hear you, beware of the gap fill. Oh, that's what my co-host Andre, he always talks about the gap fill. I'm in recently, so it wasn't a big loss. Well, that's true. If you get in now, you're not going to experience that big loss that happened already. So it wasn't a big loss, only one divvy in, so it hasn't been so bad for me. Well, honestly, I mean, you could get in now because the dividend's not fluctuating too much. Implied volatility on Tesla is 50.9. Tesla may get a raise. It's going to. The fund manager pretty much said so when he was on here. Crazy. It's nearly up 15%. But those funds, like Jay explained when he was on here, they're not going to be up as much because of the covered call strategy. So if Tesla went up $100, you're not going to see a proportionate increase in the yield max funds because they're invested in options that they become in the money, and the fund management has to make moves to sell out of them or to close them or to roll them. So, and that hurts the That hurts the bottom line, of course. You would have to drip clip. I like that drip clip to increase shares and wait patiently until it turns around. If it does, thoughts on flipping Tesla dividend to clip? I wouldn't do it. You all saw what I just looked at, so I would actually, I would rather have TSLY than clip. And I don't reinvest in these. I just take the cash money and buy other stuff with it, like options. 62-cent dividend would be nice. All right, so you all have my attention now with this. I'm gonna go to my Ameritrade here, and not that one. Let me see. What are my three? It's gonna show my combined position here. My three that are in my brokerage. I might do this. We'll see. Well, I could hold till Monday. But we dropped. I've already dropped $500 in this since we've been on. I may make this move Monday. We'll see what things do Monday. How about that? I'm just stubborn. I'm like some of my relatives with CDs, but worse with this anyway. This is involving more money though. Okay, next thing I want to do, I want to go to Forex Factory. Let's see. Notice how Tesla is up $20 the last 2 days. Tesla, the upside got capped today, almost flat. Well, that's what's happening because some of their options are getting triggered, so they're having to roll them. What is Tesla doing today, by the way? We're up though, like $1. Since when I got in, we're officially in the black. Since I got in, why is it only showing me the percentage here? TSLY 1572. How much are we up today? Oh, we shot like way up. See, this is what happened. We were at 1589. We dropped basically 15 cents, but we've held steady for the day at 1575. So in a week, we're up. Let's see. In a week, we're up 7% on this fund. So let's see. My 1,000 shares of Clip are down 227. Yeah, I told you, But my dividend was 865. Oh, not bad. That's actually not bad. Your shares are down. Oh, because you got it at a lower point. Well, ignoring the history of it, since we only want to live in the present moment, I guess in theory, you could buy in at this cheaper price, and who knows, it may recover. It's not a terrible dividend. I may get in after all, But like I said, history lesson there. I was looking at what it's done for the past 5 months, and who knows if it's going to keep dropping or not. Add into SVOL or TLTW. TLTW, that's right. Thanks, my T figured 0.6. SVOL, thinking of adding my JPI, JPQ dividends got cut. Oh, yeah? Well, we just got paid on SVOL, I think. 36 cents, I think. Oh, for SVOL? Yeah, we do have an occasional month where it's actually higher. It's actually, the dividend is higher in SVOL. It's like 4 cents higher. SVOL lets you sleep at night. It's stable. Now, Soxton Red Sox, I think you're like the #1 SVOL fan. You don't see it ever like crashing or anything when the volatility index moves, because some people have a theory that basically the fund could completely crash one day. But I don't know. It's been pretty stable so far, so I'm just going to leave it alone. JEPI dropped. Yeah, I haven't been looking at those. I think I got out of some of that to get into Tesla. But yeah, let's look at, when is the Fed announcement? Let me pull up Forex here. Pull up Forex. All right. Let's see what we're looking at. That reminds me, I have a brokerage I set up like a year ago, and I never did anything with it. 36 cents. Didn't it used to be at least double that? All right, let's see here. By the way, I want to make it a regular event with Jay. I'm going to try to have him on maybe once a month if we can. And we'll try to coincide it with after the dividends come. And then you all can grill him on, why was the dividend this for this month? How does that sound? Pretty good. So today we had the unemployment rate, which ticked up 0.3%. Maybe because more people are entering the labor market, possibly. Non-farm employment change. We had a good number. but the job market, maybe it's solidifying. Although I know of a lot of people that are basically not able to find work at the moment, which is crazy, supposedly having such a strong jobs market. Average hourly earnings met forecast basically, but are lower than previous. So any sign that inflation is slowing? Obviously, weekends, we don't have any news. OPEC meeting Sunday. What a great day for that. Um, let's see. US dollar, ISM services PMI Monday. That's the big thing. Is the Fed announcement this week coming up? IBD tip economic optimism. Optimism, huh? All right. Where is that Fed announcement? Trade balance, nothing in red for the US dollar. Unemployment claims. When is the Fed announcement? I guess I'll go into the week after. Federal budget balance. Oh, the market's soaring because of the debt ceiling deal, right? US dollar CPI numbers coming out June 13th. Let's see. Core PPI, FOMC, federal funds rate. Oh, here we go. It's June 14th, isn't it? Flag Day. FOMC. So this is going to be where Powell speaks, right? Papa Powell. And then what do we have after this here? There's so much I could spend my time with trading. I could do this all day. The question is, do you just want to sit at home and do this? There was a time I did, but I don't know. I'm kind of changing, I guess. US dollar, let's see. This is the 15th. Retail sales, Empire State, retail, unemployment claims again. Philly Fed, manufacturing, import prices, industrial. So we've got a bunch of stuff coming out the 15th. All right. So we saw what we needed there. The Fed announcement is on June 14th, basically. So the money says the Fed will skip, not pause. You think so? You think they'll skip a rate increase at this point? I think at least by the end of the year, we'll see them stop. And then by 2024, we're going to see a lot of possibly cutting. So the market, even though the market's already recovering, we could really see an acceleration by next year, which is perfect, 2024. I heard IRS withholding is best metric to look at. Where do you find that? Unemployment number always seems to be wrong or revised. Shadow stat is the real number. It's all low-paying jobs. Yeah, I don't believe the job market's as strong as it is because I've come across so many people that are not able to find good work at this point. People that have master's degrees and stuff. So, I'm starting to really not believe the number because you look at it. I mean, there's been layoffs and stuff. Big companies are laying people off. So I'm finding the number not believable. Market is pricing in a skip, which is a mistake. Yeah, so we could get slaughtered on the 14th. So, all right. Well, it looks like I'm not going to sell these today. Second and third jobs to pay bills. Well, like AOC says, the reason the unemployment, well, I don't know if she still says that because she said that when Trump was there, not to get political, but she said the reason the unemployment rate was so low under Trump was because people were working 2 and 3 jobs. And this lady somehow got an economics degree from a major American university, which is a little concerning. Consumers running up credit cards. Yeah, well, that's really happening with inflation. They're making it to where it's they want everybody in debt. There's no other way around it, But hey, just, listen to what AOC says. She'll tell you what to do. FOMC, effing open mouth committee. The members all contradict themselves, only listen to Powell. Powell does really know how to massage the markets, I'll say. When he speaks, I've just seen the markets soar. So, I mean, that's a good thing. All right. What else do I want to show all of you all? Let's see here. All right. Well, I guess for a brief second here, I'll show you my meta position. I don't do this very often, but for those of you that stuck around here for 45 minutes, can do this. All right. It's right here. It's right here, second line below. And that's where I'm at. Okay. Stop the share. Okay. And then I'll pull up dividends here. So I think I'm starting to learn because I use Thinkorswim, but I'm starting to actually learn the front end of Ameritrade. So I want to go to planning and retirement income estimator. Let's see here. Combined positions. All right, so I'll show you all the millions I'm making in dividends here. I could be like that other channel. I love it. I love it. I think I have that hat somewhere. Was it Maba? Make AOC bartend again. I have that meme somewhere. Love that. If you haven't already, check out my short clip I put up of Biden falling. I used the Tom Petty song "Free Fallin'." I forgot how good that older music was. I missed that. I started because I wanted to find that clip because it was perfect. So I went on this. I went down this rabbit hole of listening to like, Tom Petty and stuff like that, and I was like, wow, the music back then just makes the past seem much better than the present day. But yeah, such good music. I had some commenters. They were mad. They're like, how dare you put Tom Petty's music in with this fool?" But it's all good fun. That video got like 2,000 views. But yeah, so we'll see how the media handles that. All right, what was I going to look at? Oh, dividends. Here we go. Show you all dividends here. Now, what I want to find, and I'll be right back. I got to check something. I'll be right back. Okay, just have to check something. All right, here we go. Got two screens up here. Okay, so my dividends, 9 of 23 funds that I'm in pay dividends. So here's Tesla, which hopefully will be going up next week. SVOL, and yeah, you can see the bulk of it are in those two funds right there. And even still, I know we're upset about how Tesla fell, but even still, I mean, it's paying a much higher dividend than most other funds, even at 30% or so. So yeah, of this 10,000, almost 8,000 of it comes from those two funds. So, and I got out of the other ones like JEPI, JEPQ. AT&T is just sad at this point. Don't have much QYLD, but those are the other ones I've got in the combined accounts. What I want to see here is where are my dividend payouts? Let's see. Does anybody know Ameritrade really well? Because what I want to look at, I want to see. I used to know this with E-Trade. I want to look at not just this. I want to see, like, I guess I could go to transactions and see the actual dividends that have been paid out. Oh, here we go. I think this is it. TSLY last month I got almost $400. Where's my SVO? Oh, SVOL paid me $90. Here, I can show this here. Only to the core fans. Older. I don't mean older, I mean greater. How about that? Better. Yeah, it kind of to get, I guess get a little personal with you all. It remind that music. So my family's older, and just reminds me of happier times. It reminds me of like, when my grandparents were here, when we actually did stuff, parents weren't older, just more fun, I guess. But I guess it's on me to recreate those times somehow, which is a challenge sometimes in this crazy world. Anyway, all right, side rant there. So what I want to show here. All right, this is here's my Tesla dividend just in this one from May 15th, May 31st. So May was actually a pretty good month of dividends for me. I got my JP Morgan one, which is only quarterly. That's $221. $49 from SKT, which is a REIT, $389.58. $89.60. So that's $750 for that month. So that won't quite cover rent or a mortgage, but not bad. It's better than nothing, right? So, all right. Anybody else have anything they want to discuss here? We got about another 30 minutes left in the market. Yeah, I knew you'd like that. All right, let's see. Let me look at Meta one more time here. Meta. Yeah, definitely not selling because there's a sell off going on right now in Meta. I call it end of the week sell off. So definitely not selling. Anyway, all right. So I had about 10 of you on today. Not quite the audience I had May 4th. I guess you all must have been off for Cinco de Mayo or whatever at that point. But anyway, unless anyone else has anything, I'm going to go ahead and end it there. Thank you all for tuning in. Like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. And thanks so much for watching. Take care.